it takes is you and I. Love's equation, our design. Is it gravity, your heart and mine? All I know is the stars have aligned. I could count the ways you lit up my life, but I wouldn't try. Your science I can't describe. Love unexplainably taking flight like a satellite. Ask me anything you'd like. I could answer every why. Oh, you wake me up like the morning light. Even darkness can't dim your bright eyes. You're the rising sun, the kindest sign that we'll be alright. Your science I can't describe. Love unexplainably taking flight like a satellite. This night, brilliantly simplified. I look at you and my heart takes flight like a satellite. Satellite. And when the skies are rough, the elements too much, our love will hold us up. We're made of titanium. Your science I can't describe. Love unexplainably taking flight like a satellite. This night, brilliantly simplified. I look at you and my heart takes flight like a satellite. Always satellite. Yeah, I look at
Roller derby is played in increments called jams. Each jam lasts up to 2 minutes. Both teams field up to 5 skaters at the start of the jam. 4 of these skaters are called blockers, and 1 is called the jammer. The jammer wears a helmet cover with a star on it and scores points for the team. The blockers are playing both offense and defense at the same time, and together they make up what is called the pack. The 2 jammers start each jam behind the pack and must get through all of these skaters for an initial pass before they can begin to score points. When the initial pass is complete, a jammer can score 1 point for every opponent they pass with their hips. The first jammer out of the pack legally is declared lead jammer, which means they can end the jam anytime they want before the 2 minutes are up. Sounds easy, right?
Well, good evening, Derby fans and addicts. Welcome to the hangar at Oaks Amusement Park, home of the reigning, defending, undisputed WFTDA champion Wheels of Justice and the junior national champion Rose City Rosebuds. Thank you all for joining us for tonight's game as the Breakneck Betties will be squaring off against the High Rollers. Before we get tonight's game underway, fans, could you please put your derby-loving hands together for our volunteer crew, as well as our officiating crew headed by Darth Bling and Flourish. Joining me on the microphone in-house this evening is one of my favorite people, the ridiculously talented, the one, the only Magic Pony Power Hour, who will introduce tonight's first team.
Derby fans, it is my pleasure to roll out for you your Breakneck Betties! Skating for you tonight, number 11, Bertha Beatdown. Number 237, Smack Torrance. Number 426, Ripley. Number 5, Candy Flipper. Number 630, the rodent of unusual size. Number 65, Juniper Simonis. Number 651, Gray's Lobotomy. Number 700, Spring Roll. Number 71, Danger Potato. Number 75, Sci-Fi Kiorius. Number 88, Darth Molly. And number 97, the root of all evil. Derby fans, make a racket for the Breakneck Betties. Because I was looking at them. I know you were.
Their opponents tonight, skating in the green uniform with the gold trim. Fans, give it up for the High Rollers! Skating tonight, number 117, Sham Rocket. Number 26, Moto Mommy. Number 31, Kid Vicious. Number 33, Grim Carey. Number 360, Big Bang Fury. Number 377, Lexanguination. Number 39, Gaffney. Number 48, Brute. Number 51, Coupe de Gras. Number 6464, Lady Gotcha. Number 7, Kassassin. Number 79, Lil Regulator. Number 888, Lady Painacorn. Number 911, Mayday. And the captain, number 343, Trinity. Fans, give it up for the High Rollers. Your High Rollers tonight are hosted by...
And good evening, everyone. Welcome back. If you're here for the first bout, the exhibition bout, with the Rosebuds travel team, or if you're just joining us, welcome. This should be an interesting evening. This is the High Rollers up against the Breakneck Betties. High Rollers are coming in. I believe they've only lost to the Heathers. The Betties, meanwhile, I believe are still winless so far this season. Looking to score their first win of the year. And hoping for a good bout tonight. Should be a lot of fun. Feel free to drop some comments in the chat. I will do my best to respond to them while also calling the bout, doing sponsor reads, all those things. All right, here we go. That is Trinity and Spring Roll are your jammers. And Trinity, oh no, that is Spring Roll. Nope, Trinity, lead jammer. All right. So that was a fast 0-0 jam to start this off. And hey, if you have one, grab a Lionheart kombucha. It's brewed in Portland with pride. Served at the Plow Stop bar here, which doesn't help you on the stream, but if you got one in your fridge, go for it. Next up, we have Kassassin skating up against Danger Potato. And Danger Potato mashes through the pack. And Kassassin looking for some space. Gets a courtesy of some offensive blocking from Brute. And Brute just drilled Sci-Fi Curious straight out of bounds. Prevented that last point. Woo! Good times on that one. Hey, we'd like to thank our sponsors, PDX Pipeline and Portland Mercury. All right, here we go. Next up on that Jam on Hawthorne jam line, that is Darth Molly in the red and Sham Rocket in the green. And Sham Rocket getting recycled deep behind Gray's lobotomy. No, Sham Rocket heading to the box on a forearm. So this is a power jam for the Betties and Darth Molly. Oh, wow. Was that Lil Regulator? That was Lil Regulator. And Lil Regulator again. That is a track cut. Nice work, Lil Regs. So if you've watched previous bouts where I've been announcing, either on the stream or on YouTube, which you can find RoseCityRollers.com, we released the streams about a week or so after the bout. You may have heard me mention Lil Regulator. Lil Regulator is a former junior out of Los Anarchists program in LA. Was on their 2019 GRDA Cup run and is just a phenomenal skater. Used as a jammer in the previous bouts and working as a pivot this time around. And Lil Regs again. Wow. Bertha beatdown gets the star pass. Clock is winding down. No lead jammer. Bertha beatdown. Comes in like a wrecking ball and goes out on a penalty. So that was a fun line for the High Rollers. 3 of their 4 blockers are former juniors. Big Bang Fury, Lil Regulator, and Kid Vicious. All right, next up. This is going to be a power start. Bertha beatdown in the penalty box. This is Trinity out once again. Bruton Company trying to create space. Oh, nice work by Grace Lobotomy. Draw back behind Smack Torrance and Simonis. And there goes Trinity, lead jammer, but great penalty kill there by the Betties. They worked 22 seconds off of that. Root of All Evil and Company slowing down Trinity, but here comes the offense, opened up a lane on the inside. And Bertha beatdown looking for the initial pass. Bertha beatdown has removed the helmet cover, but Simonis, the pivot, is locked up in the back. Trinity going nowhere. Getting some help here from Grim Carey. And here comes the offense. Grim Carey opening a lane on the inside. And that was Coupe de Gras trying to open a lane on the outside. And there's the call off. Hey, this broadcast is brought to you by S1 Helmets. They're the sponsor of all of our broadcasts this year. All right, next up, we have, that is Spring Roll again against Kassassin. And Kassassin forced out, and then Spring Roll grabs lead jammer. Ripley and Company working with Root of All Evil. Great work, force out, recycle. Kassassin has to start over again. And Simonis heading to the penalty box. Lil Regs working with Big Bang Fury. And now with Brood up there. Good work bridging from Lady Painicorn. Lady Painicorn able to drift back and play some offense. Love those gold helmets for the High Rollers. And there goes Kassassin. Spring Roll, gonna call it, but looking at. Oh, nice. Defensive jamming by Spring Roll. Prevents points. Waits until Simonis is out of the box and calls it. Smart derby play there. And we'd like to thank our sponsors, Shebop and Portland Vital Signs. And next up, that is Danger Potato once more in the red and Lex Sanguination in the green. Oh, Smack Torrance just shut down that outside lane that Lex wanted. And rodent of unusual size up there helping out. Oh, Lady Lex stays in bounds. Barely on the toe stops and those front wheels, but managed to stay in. And Brute track cut. So Danger Potato in the penalty box right now. It's the power jam for the high rollers. And here comes the offense. Brute, Coop, Grim Carrying Company. Or sorry, Gaffney. So the three, there we go. Gaffney, yep. Doing great work, opening up a lane. 4-3 pack advantage. Oh, nice. Good force out and recycle by Bertha Beatdown. And Gray's lobotomy. More great blocking out of Gray's lobotomy. And Bertha Beatdown with the force out and recycle. And okay, late track cut penalty sends Danger Potato to the box. And that jam reaches its conclusion. And that is a 12-4 jam in favor of the high rollers. Hey, PBR is back. Enjoy one while you watch the stream. You know, provided you A, have one in your fridge and are B, of legal age to consume such a thing. But if you check those boxes, go for it. And here we go, Trinity once more on the power start. And quickly out. Nice work from Ripley. Bertha Beatdown and Root of All Evil containing Trinity. But Bertha Beatdown heading to the penalty box. Danger Potato is through on the initial, and there's the call off. The Betties only have 12 skaters tonight. High rollers have the max of 15. So a little bit of a personnel advantage, able to keep their skaters a bit fresher, the high rollers are. And we have an official timeout. This official timeout brought to you by Dead Counts Tabor. Welcome to PDX, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers. And hey, well, we got some time here. Do you want to get in the action? You can join RCR as a skater or an official. We hold regular intro to Derby boot camps, and we'll teach you everything you need to know to get rolling. Check out rosecityrollers.com/join for more info. And hey, we need no more announcers too. So if you want to talk about roller derby to a bunch of people on the internet or a bunch of fans in the hangar, give us a yell. All right, looks like we... Still on that official timeout. Hey, do you know a business that would benefit by promoting at Derby events and RCR members? Email sponsorship@rosecityrollers.com or check out our sponsorship page on rosecityrollers.com. All right, like I said before, yes, Tressa Marley Shaw, they are only skating 12, the Betties are. I'm not sure if that is because of illnesses or injuries or Just sort of the random scheduling challenges of adult life, but yes, so that is a 12 to 15 skater advantage in favor of the high rollers. So as time goes on, that may work in their favor as their skaters probably stay a little bit fresher over the course of time. All right. As this drags on a little bit longer. So 13-3 is your score in favor of the high rollers. If you got some time, grab a two-town cider, damn fine cider made here in the Pacific Northwest. And grab one of their bright ciders today. Provided, of course, you have it in your fridge, or, you know, make a quick run to the store at halftime. And as for me, I just popped open a can of Liquid Death. We are now serving Liquid Death at RCR's bar, which obviously doesn't help you on the stream, but if you know, you know. All right, that lineman's all right. Here we go. We are back to the action. Yay! That is Kassassin once again for the high rollers against Darth Molly for the Betties. Kassassin sees a lane courtesy of Kid Vicious. Great offensive work by Kid Vicious there. And Kassassin coming in on a scoring pass. Darth Molly still stuck on the back of Gaffney. And Darth Molly gets a little offensive help, finds a seam. Oh, speaking of finding a seam, great work there on the offense by Gaffney and company, giving a three-point pass there to Kassassin. All right, next up we have Lady Gotcha in the green, another former Rosebud. Skating up against Spring Roll. Both jammers looking for the inside lane. We'll back off at a reset, and both are still caught in the crush. Rodent of unusual size doing good work. And there we go. Spring Roll is out, and there's a star pass, the little regulator. Oh, Motomami did a great job of closing the inside lane, but Spring Roll, great recognition, saw that and bolted to the outside, grabbed four. Rebel Heart Therapy, therapy for queer, poly, kinky, quirky folks. That is Rebel Heart Therapy. And very nice people, too. All right, Brute shutting the door on that inside line. Danger Potato fighting to the front, but Trinity breaks out first. Oh, nice work by Kid Vicious. And Trinity with the call off. Grabbed two, and that was it. Sasquatch HR, making nonprofit and small business workplaces better. SasquatchHR.org. And that is Shamrocket and Darth Molly. Shamrocket pushing to the front of the pack. One to beat. Gray's Lobotomy unable to hold on. And Big Bang Fury, great force out and recycle. And there you go. That is Shamrocket for 4 and the call-off. High rollers seem to be the preferred destination for former Death Scar Derby droids from the Rosebuds Juniors program. There's 3 former droids on the high rollers. If you haven't had a chance to watch Junior Roller Derby, it is a lot of fun. And you get to see the stars of tomorrow today. All right, we got Assassin, we got Spring Roll. Nice work, Grim Carry, forcing Spring Roll into the teeth of the defense. And Assassin forced out, recycled by Bertha beatdown. Okay, Spring Roll gets lead jammer, but gets recycled into the pack. Root of all evil anchoring a tripod of the back. Assassin not able to get through. Gets some offensive help. Is through on the initial, and Spring Roll, who got recycled into the back of the pack, calls it. No points for either jammer. And once again, we have Danger Potato and Trinity as your jammers. One skater in the Laughing Planet penalty box. Oh, nice work by Big Bang Fury. Stuffed Danger Potato, and then that Trinity is your lead jammer. Oh, Big Bang Fury heading for the penalty box. Little Regs held on as long as possible. Oh no, that is Danger Potato in the penalty box. Motomami. So you cannot have more than 2 blockers in the penalty box. So Motomami has to go back on the track until somebody stands. Oh no, there goes Trinity into the penalty box. Wow. The Laughing Planet penalty box is quite active today. Lil Regs, the only skater. Oh, Lil Regs. What? That is a track cut on Danger Potato. Lil Regs forced that track cut. And direction of play is going to send Ripley to the box. So the high rollers have cleared the box, although Motomami still has to serve a penalty. Motomami still has to serve, and Motomami is... Someone will point that out to Motomami at some point. And Trinity heading to the box. Oh, there we go. Motomami heading to the penalty box. So because both jammers have had penalties, there will be no lead jammer. This jam will go the full 2 minutes. It is currently 3-2 pack advantage for the high rollers right now.
It's amazing how big the track looks when somebody's injured in the penalty box. Trinity wants to do back for another 4.
All right, here comes Danger Potato. Does not have the star on. Not sure if Danger Potato legally finished the initial or not. Either way, no points for the Betties. 16 for the high rollers, 17-59 in favor of the high rollers is your score right now, with about 11 and a half minutes left in the first half. Hey, have you seen our skate mobile? It's the Party on Wheels, packed with 150 plus pairs of skates and gear. We are ready to make any event a hit. Visit RoseCityRollers.com for more info on how to book. All right, so we have an official review being called by the high rollers, it appears. So we will see what that is. Coach Gallifrey is speaking animatedly to the referee. All right. Let's see what Darth Bling has to say here.
Betties are reviewing the penalty on their jammer.
Okay. So the scoreboard is indicating that this is a High Rollers official review, but it's actually a Betties official review. They were asking for an investigation into the track cut on their jammer, as they don't believe that it was a track cut. So while the refs discuss that, let's talk about the sponsor of our penalty box. The penalty box that was ever so full last jam. That would be Laughing Planet, serving food that is good for people and the planet. And because this is an official review, this official review is brought to you by Deb Counts Tabor. Are you ready to move to Portland and join RCR? Let Welcome to PDX and Deb Counts Tabor help you find a home. Now's a great time to throw some questions into chat if you've got any, since I got some time. Oh.
Upon review, one arm went out of bounds on the Betty's jammer. One arm does not constitute out of bounds. Therefore, the cut call has been rescinded. Betty's retained the review for the half.
All righty. Interesting. A penalty overturn. The Betty's jammer track cut will be taken away. And they retain their official review, which is awesome for them. All right, Lex Sanguination, Darth Molly. Darth Molly using the force. In there so fast, it's like lightning out of the hands of Emperor Palpatine. Oh, Darth Molly goes for the apex jump, but the force was not with Darth Molly that time. Kid Vicious doing work at the front of the pack, but Darth Molly powering through. Lex Sanguination has pulled the cap, looking for Brute, but Brute is engaged with Darth Molly up at the front. Meanwhile, Simonis just keeps recycling Lex. And Brute is in the penalty box, so Lex Sanguination still has no one to pass that to. And Lex Sanguination threw on the initial, and there's the call off from Darth Molly. So that was a 12-point jam for the Betties, bringing the score to 29-61, still in favor of the High Rollers. I'd like to thank Black Cat Plumbing, Portland's neighborhood plumbing company and a proud sponsor of RCR since forever. All right, that is Kassassin and Sci-Fi Curious. Sci-Fi Curious is through. Kassassin found a quarter of a track behind. Mayday caught at the back of the pack. Fast pack. That is 2 points for the Betties. 31-61 now. Nice work by Sci-Fi Curious there. Hey, Buffalo Gap Saloon and Eatery. That is John's Landing's favorite eatery and saloon. All right, next up, Spring Roll and Trinity. Spring roll up to the front. Nice offensive block from Bertha. Beatdown. Spring roll. And Simonis. Nice recycle on Trinity. All right, there's a directional play penalty on Coop, and that is 4 points in the air for Spring roll. And star pass to Brute. Oh, root of all evil makes a lane, and Spring roll just has to follow it. 8 points as the Betties are climbing back into this. 5 minutes to burgers, beer, and bottomless fries. That is Killer Burger. Although, 5 minutes from here to Killer Burger. You, on the other hand, may need to hit Google Maps to figure out where the closest Killer Burger is if you want some great burgers. There we go. Danger Potato. One to beat, but that one is Lil Regulator. Now joined by Big Bang Fury. Rodent of unusual size, trying to create a lane. Lil Reg's just doing work at the front of the pack. And Lady Gotcha looking for any sort of lane. Ripley and Gray's Lobotomy doing great work at the back of the pack. Here comes Coop, trying to break up that tripod. Does break up the tripod, but great work by the Betties to reform that defense. Motomami heading to the box. And Bang just sort of throwing Lil Regs into the path of Danger Potato, letting Regs just do the work. And there goes Lady Gotcha, lead jammer after 63 seconds. Oh, Coop drills Danger Potato. Lady Gotcha calling that jam off, grabbed 4. WSL Leadership Coaching, helping you be more awesome in your work, sport, and life. 6 minutes to go. 39-65 is your score. Find that jam on Hawthorne jam line. That is Candy Flip Her in the red and Kassassin in the green. Kassassin up the front, but Simonis just riding Kassassin out of bounds. Motomami playing wrecking ball, trying to blow up that defense. Candy Flipper only has 2 to beat, but Kid Vicious and Brute are holding on. And Kassassin. Oh, apex hop. And there goes Candy Flipper. One blocker in the Laughing Planet penalty box. Now 2. That is Bertha beatdown. Kassassin with the call off.
Kassassin calls off the jam before Candy Flipper can pick up any points. 3 more points for the High Rollers.
United Athletic Club is where fitness happens in Southeast Portland. Many classes are taught by Rose City Roller skaters. All right, so official review being called by the Betties. This official review is used as a timeout, and it is brought to you by Deb Count Staber. Welcome to PDX. And hey, if you want to be a roller derby skater, you can do that, or an official. We hold regular Intro to Derby boot camps, teach you everything you need to know about to get rolling. Check out rosecityrollers.com/join for more info. All right, this timeout winding towards conclusion. 5 minutes till halftime. Halftime will be a great time to grab a Lionheart kombucha from your fridge. It's brewed in Portland with pride. Or hey, it's 15 minutes. If you can make it to the store and back, go for it. All right, next up we have Trinity and Spring Roll. 3-3 in the pack as each team has one blocker apiece in the Laughing Planet penalty box. All right, that pack is all congregated on the inside lane. Spring Roll forced Trinity out, recycled, but Spring Roll now stuck behind that back tripod. There goes Trinity. Great effort by Simonis, but Simonis not able to push Trinity out. Ripley and company doing good work trapping Trinity. Nice Ripley with that force out and recycle, but gets a forearm for it. Bertha beat down, takes a shot, but Trinity bounces off out of the pack for 4 points. Spring Roll pulled the cap, looking for the handoff. Oh, nope. Taking it out. Nice work by Spring Roll. Trinity through for a second scoring pass, calls that jam. Just under 4 minutes, 39-76 is your score now. And next up, we're going to see Shamrocket jamming against Darth Molly, and Shamrocket through. Darth Molly not far behind. And Shamrocket just says, you know what? I'm going to call it. Nice work by Darth Molly to force that call off. So still one skater in that Laughing Planet penalty box. That is Kassassin up against Danger Potato. Kassassin forced out, recycled on Bertha Beatdown. Bertha Beatdown doing great work at the back of the pack. And there is Big Bang Fury with the big recycle. And Ripley out of the penalty box playing some offense. Danger Potato pulled the star. And that is Mayday with the force out and recycle. Danger Potato nowhere to go. Big Bang Fury and Little Regulator braced by Mayday. Motomami trying to keep the offense out. And there's Simonis grabbing the star on a star pass, but Motomami, great awareness. Forced Simonis out and recycled. And, oh, there goes Simonis. Oh, Big Bang Fury with the offense. And Kassassin waiting for the right moment to call off. Sees the signal from the bench and calls it. Just over a minute left, 39-84 in favor of the High Rollers. And our jam line brought to you by Jam on Hawthorne, Portland's best vegan-friendly, booze-friendly, kid-friendly, omnivore-friendly, everybody-friendly breakfast joint. Spring Roll stuck on Brute. And Lex Sanguination out, but forced out and recycled. Looks by Smack Torrance and company. And we have a backwards skate. Someone throw on some salt and pepper. That's what I think of when I hear of a backwards skate. Simonis recycles like Sanguination, and spring roll is through. He's your lead jammer. And, oh, nice work by Gray's lobotomy. Lady Lex is through. We're 6 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, spring roll did not see Lady Lex hit the pack. And, oh, great work by Gray's lobotomy. So period clock has expired. We are on jam time now. Great work by Simonis. Oh, Smack Torrance headed the box on a penalty. Forearm it was. Sanguination through for 4. Spring roll track cut. So this will be a power jam. Like Sanguination. Forced out by Gray's lobotomy, but Gray's lobotomy headed to the penalty box, so Lex able to get back in front without drawing the track cut. Nice work by Kid Vicious. Slowing down the pack. And Lex Sanguination grabbed 4 before intermission. So we have a score of 43 for the Breakneck Betties, 96 for the High Rollers. We are back in about 15 minutes. My name is Puns and Roses. I will see you back then. Go grab yourself something to drink and something to eat. See you soon. Welcome back to the second half of this bout between the High Rollers and the Breakneck Betties. When we left you 15 minutes ago, the High Rollers were ahead 96-43. We will be starting off with a power start. That is Trinity behind the Jam on Hawthorne jam line. Spring Roll sitting in the Laughing Planet penalty box.
And they're off Spring Roll versus Trinity.
For a little bit longer, Darth Molly with the pivot stripe. Spring Roll standing now. And here comes Trinity on a scoring pass. Nice work by Ripley. Mayday was up to play offense, but Ripley got to Trinity before Mayday's office could come into effect. Grace Lobotomy out of the penalty box, doing work on offense. Oh, Lil Regulator. Dropped Spring Roll hard on the inside of the track. Oh, hey, there goes. Sorry, that was a drop Spring Roll. Oh, wow, Spring Roll took that hit and just, well, sprung off of it. Trinity is in the penalty box. This is now a power jam in favor of the Betties. And because Trinity went to the box, lead jammer status is lost, so this will go for the full 2 minutes.
Finds the outside of the track. Motomami rushing back to make sure.
And Motomami, little Big Bang Fury with a long drawback on Spring Roll. Spring Roll now in. Mayday doing some work there. Trinity out of the box. Oh, Trinity sliding past. 4 points in the air. Good work by Grace Lobotomy on the offense. Spring Roll through. Oh, wow, Lil Regulator. And that is 4 points for Spring Roll there. 4 points for Trinity. The score now is 100 for the High Rollers, 47 for the Breakneck Betties. Fun way to start the second half. Laurel Horse Theater and Pub bringing the best of classic and modern cinema to Portland. And we have an official timeout. This timeout brought to you by RCR's Realtor. Welcome to PDX. And if you want to grab some RCR swag and rep your favorite league, check out the online store at shop.rosecityrollers.com. That is a great thing to do while we are in this official timeout.
I mean, don't come up here and ask me to say happy birthday for everybody you feel like asking. I'm not going to do it for anybody else. But Pat Keller's a special lady. She deserves it. She earned it. The praise.
And if you have any comments, feel free to drop them in the chat. I will try to answer them as I can. Bit of a dance party going down there. And that is Danger Potato. So let's see. Danger Potato up to the front. That is Brood. And Gaffney unable to hold on. Danger Potato grabbing lead jammer. Here comes Simonis trying to open a lane. Nice work. Oh, smack Torrance. Great offensive block there. Forced Kid Vicious out of the way. Credit those 4 points to the offense. Gaffney, good work, but just lost Trinity back to the penalty box. So this is now a power jam again for the Betties. Great defense by the high rollers. Danger Potato going nowhere. Trinity standing. Now would be a great time for Danger Potato to call this, but no indication from the bench, so Betties are just going to run this. Bertha beatdown coming up for some offense.
Trinity out of the penalty box now working against the defense in the back of the pack. Forearm penalty whistle against
There goes Brood on a forearm. Bertha beatdown once more throwing in the offense. And there we go, Danger Potato. Finally out. There is Trinity on the initial. Danger Potato landing 10 on that jam. 57-104 is your score now. Have you seen our skate mobile? It's the Party on Wheels, packed with 150 plus pairs of skates and gear. We're ready to make any event a hit. Visit RoseCityRollers.com for more info on how to book it. All right, that looks to be Kassassin and Darth Molly behind the Jam on Hawthorne jam line. There's the whistle. Darth Molly looking for the interior of the pack. Last line is Lil Regulator, just a machine. Wow, Darth Molly took a big hit from Big Bang Fury, but somehow stayed inbounds on skates. Oh. Good work by Brute with the force out. Root of all evil playing some offense. And there's the call off. Good 4 points, and that Laughing Planet penalty box is starting to fill up a bit. That is 2 high rollers blockers, 1 Betties blocker. So 3-2 pack advantage for the Betties. That is Spring Roll jamming against Lady Gotcha. Currently Bertha beatdown sitting at 5 penalties, so definitely in penalty trouble right now. And there goes Spring Roll. Lady Gotcha about a quarter of the track behind. Oh, wow. Gaffney just stuffed Spring Roll. Spring Roll gets 2. And we have a team timeout being called by the high rollers. This team timeout brought to you by Welcome to PDX and Deb Counts Tabor, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers. Oh, that is now Bertha beatdown at 6 penalties. Came into the half with 5. Both teams have 21. Trinity's, wow, 4 penalties for a jammer. That is a lot of penalties. 3 of them came on the first 2 jams. So Trinity definitely a little bit of penalty trouble, but probably okay for the rest of the bout. Danger Potato with 3, Smack Torrance with 3. Yeah, only Trinity and Bertha Beatdown are above 3. And that 11's got to be concerning for the Betties. They've only got 12 skaters, and they cannot afford to lose Bertha Beatdown. All right, that is Trinity forced the outside. There goes Danger Potato, lead jammer. And Ripley heading to the penalty box on a forearm. Trinity threw on the initial now. Trinity in on a scoring pass. Big Bang Fury recycling Danger Potato. Bertha beatdown playing some offense. Wow. The hits are coming fast and furious. Bertha beatdown does a little bit of offense. Freeze Danger Potato. And that was a 4-4 jam.
A real deal.
Hey, Anthony GQ Werner. Let me see if I can get you some information on how to become an announcer for us. Hang on here. All right, we have Sci-Fi Curious and Sham Rocket jamming. And there goes Sham Rocket, lead jammer. Sci-Fi Curious pulled the cap, looking for Darth Molly. Good work by Coop. Coop was spying on Darth Molly for the star pass and then switched to offense. Great work. Nice force out and drawback by Gaffney. And there we go. Coop clearing a lane on the inside for Sham Rocket. And there goes Sci-Fi Curious. So 3 Betty skaters in that Laughing Planet penalty box. And 27 seconds left in this jam. Wow. There goes Darth Molly to the box. Currently 4 skaters. Only 1 skater on the track for the Betties. I mean, good work by rodent of unusual size, but there's only so much you can do there. All right, team timeout by the Betties after that 27-point jam. This is a great timeout by the Betties. They need to reset themselves, clear their minds, and just sort of focus on what they need to do. I mean, with 19 minutes and 24 seconds left and a bit under a 70-point differential, this is not out of the question for the Betties, but it's not looking good either. They definitely need to break the high rollers momentum and get back into this. Meanwhile, this timeout brought to you by Deb Constaber, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers.
High Rollers fans!
And there you go. They can see the penalties up there on the screen. There we go. Smack Torrance now with 4. 20 minutes left. It's sort of on the edge of penalty trouble there. All right, spring roll, Kassassin are your jammers. And Casassa through past Simonis. Spring roll, getting some offensive help from Ripley. Here comes Simonis. Casassa in on a scoring pass. Spring roll still looking to get around Big Bang Fury and company. Oh, there's a little regulator. No pass, no penalty. Doesn't matter since lead jammer's already been assigned. So spring roll through on the initial. All right, 7 points on that jam. And next up we have Trinity has pulled the cat because Danger Potato is out fast. Danger Potato with 4. Trinity resets. Nice force out. Oh, that is a track cut. Drawn by Root of All Evil. All right, we are back to the action. Sorry, I was getting some information there for Anthony. All right, long drawback by Brute. Nice work. Trinity stuck up at the front of the pack, nowhere to go. Simone is anchoring that tripod. Ripley doing great work as a bridged. The awareness that Ripley's showing, just sort of edgy, sort of keeping the jam is down to 2 seconds. And there we go. That is the end of that jam. And they are off. Like Sanguination forced to the inside edge. Candy Flipper into the teeth of that defense, and Lex Sanguination, lead jammer. Darth Molly heading to the penalty box. Darth Molly sort of forced into the, oh, that's a back block on Lex Sanguination. With the penalty trouble for Bertha Beatdown, Darth Molly has sort of had to step out of the jammer rotation and into the pivot rotation. Doing good work there. And, oh, great work by Lil Regulator, the top of the apex, carrying into turn 4. Now working with Moto Mami. Candy Flipper pushing Lil Regs down towards the pivot line, but Pack bridging out and out of play finally. And Motomami heading to the box. And that's a track cut on Candy Flipper. So this jam will go to the end of the 2 minutes, although we're pretty close to that. Lex Sanguination stays in bounds. Oh, wow, Darth Molly. Great force out. All right. Rosemary's Baby coming out to have a little chat. That was a 3-4 jam. Barely in favor of the High Rollers. But time is on the High Rollers' side. They're just draining the clock here at this point. It's going to be a power start for Kassassin. Nice work by Gray's lobotomy. Brute wanted to give that outside edge, and Gray's lobotomy denied it. And Candy Flipper out of the box into the teeth of that defense. All right. There's a star pass to Simonis. Simonis about a half track behind Kassassin. And there's the call off. 3 points for the High Rollers, just in time before Simonis gets in. All right, here we go. 12 minutes left to go. We've got Spring Roll and Trinity. Trinity through quickly. 4-3 pack advantage for the High Rollers, and Trinity takes advantage. Oh, Big Bang Fury. Blowing up that tripod. Nice recovery by Root of All Evil. Four points in the air for Trinity. And star pass to Darth Molly. Lil Regulator working with Big Bang Fury at the front of that pack. Spring Roll up to play some offense. Mayday doing good work. Saw that Spring Roll was up, knew where the pack was. And star was dropped. Spring Roll again has the star. Spring Roll up to the front, but now draped over the hips of Lil Regulator and Big Bang Fury. Spring Roll with nowhere to go. Oh, wow. Good work on the offense from Darth Molly. And 16 points on that jam for Trinity. Who calls it? And this is a team timeout by the Betties. This timeout brought to you by Dead Counts Tabor, and welcome to PDX, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers. And if you're supporting an RCR sponsor, please tag us on social media with the hashtag RCR sponsor. You can be entered to win a drawing for 2 VIP tickets. All right, so penalty board. Oof. So Ripley sitting at 5. That is Root of All Evil at 5. Bertha Beatdown still at 6. Meanwhile, Trinity at 5. That is a dangerous number for a jammer. 10 minutes left, and chances are 10 minutes with this sort of point differential, it's hard to let that slip away, especially as well as the High Rollers defense has been playing so far. They've not been giving out a whole lot of double-digit jams. All right, Lady Gotcha, Danger Potato are your jammers. Empty Laughing Planet penalty box. And Lady Gotcha. Is through. Putting on our poker face. Oh, wow. Lady Gotcha with the call off, but Betty stole 4 on that. 2 points for the High Rollers. So nice point steal for the Betties on that, but clock is still ticking. Next up, Spring Roll and Kissassen. And Smack Torrance tries to open an outside lane. Big Bang Fury shuts it down. And nice work by Moto Mami. Oh. Nice job by Little Regulator. Did not get the track cut, but slowed down Spring Roll enough that Spring Roll able to get in, but is not able to get any points off of that. It's not able to get past Kissassen or Moto Mami to get the points. So that was a 0-0 jam, and we have an official timeout. Timeout brought to you by Deb Counts Tabor. Welcome to PDX, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers. Hey, Two-Town Cider, damn fine cider made here in the Pacific Northwest. Grab a bright cider today, out of your fridge, of course. And while we're at it, speaking of beverages, Liquid Death. We're now serving Liquid Death at RCR's bar. If you know, you know. Obviously, you're not able to hit the plow stop, but you know. If you know, maybe you have it in your fridge. And just a reminder that S1 Helmets is the sponsor of all of our streaming broadcasts this year. Give them some love. Keep your noggin safe.
High Rollers 360 has been expelled for the egregious forearm.
All right, so that official timeout was about an egregious forearm by Big Bang Fury, who has been removed from the bout. Shamrock and Darth Molly are your jammers. Brute, great force out. And Darth Molly, though, sneaks to the outside. Oh, well done by Ripley. Shamrock pushes to the front. Here comes Darth Molly, back block. So this is now a power jam for the High Rollers and Shamrocket. 4 points already scored by Darth Molly. That was Darth Molly's second scoring pass. Shamrocket looks for the front of the pack. Grace Lobotomy has been having a great bout. Ripley, too. So really all of the Betties jammer or blockers have been having, I mean, they've been working hard. Not that the high rollers haven't. But, you know, with only 12 skaters tonight against the high rollers 15, the Betties players have definitely had to put in a little bit of extra work just to keep up. All right, 8-8 now. 18 seconds left. Shamrock and Darth Molly both coming in for a third scoring pass each. Darth Molly crashing in the trench run, has to reset. And that was a 10-9 jam in favor of the high rollers. 92-177 with 6.5 minutes left. Rebel Heart Therapy, individual and relational therapy for Portland's Black Sheep and Unicorns. And hey, we got a timeout from the high rollers, who took a bunch of seconds off the clock before calling that, which is great clock management. I love great clock management. Yes, I am a nerd. Hey, are you ready to move to Portland and join RCR? Let Welcome to PDX and Deb Counts Tabor help you find a home. Yeah, let's talk about Secret Aardvark, the local made flavor that kicks you in the mouth. All right, so that is Ripley sitting at 6 penalties. Bertha Beatdown still at 6. Bertha Beatdown's been quiet for a while. I think with just a few minutes left, it's time to bring Bertha Beatdown back on the track. And hey, Bertha Beatdown is back on the track. Of course, that does leave 2 blockers with 6 penalties, counting Ripley in the Laughing Planet penalty box. That is Danger Potato and Lex Sanguination. No, not Lex Sanguination. Sorry, that was Trinity. Whew. That's what I get for just seeing one number. Gaffney heading to the box on a forearm. Trinity. Okay. So that was, I'm not entirely sure what happened there. I think I was watching the jammers. I think there was a skater down on the far side of the track, and that was what ended the call. That is a 0-0 jam. Official timeout. This timeout, as always, brought to you by Deb Counts Tabor. And welcome to PDX, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers. And hey, Trailhead Credit Union, get financial guidance for whatever trail you choose. All right, so that was a 0-0 jam. 5:46 left in this bout. 3-2 pack advantage right now for the Betties. Spring roll Kassassin. Kassassin doing a little defensive jamming. Oh, wow. Gray's lobotomy. Just having a game today. Great work by Lil Regulator, driving spring roll into the arms of Coupe de Gras. And there goes Kassassin. Kassassin back in. There's a call off. 4-3 advantage to the Betties. Just under 5 minutes left, 180 to 96 as the Betties climbing towards triple digits. Sci-Fi Curious and Sanguination are your jammers coming up. Sasquatch HR, making nonprofit and small business workplaces better. SasquatchHR.org. And there goes Sanguination. Oh, good work by Sanguination there, staying in bounds. Motomami trying to play some offense. Smack Torrance and company doing great work. And Sci-Fi Curious is through on the initial. And Sanguination gets in, calls it. 7 points on that jam. 3.5 minutes left.
Well, fans, make sure you stay around for the conclusion of this bout. There will be MVP awards afterwards. Yes, there will.
Danger Potato and Trinity are your jammers. Oh, Trinity takes advantage of a big lane created by Coupe de Gras on that outside. There were no blockers in sight, and Trinity just had a free lane. There's the call off. 1 point for the High Rollers, 0 for the Breakneck Betties, which at this point is a win for the Betties. 96-188, 2.5 minutes left to go. And there's the whistle, Assassin spring roll. Spring roll lead jammer. Assassin forced out by Smack Torrance and Simonis. Spring roll back into the pack. Getting some offensive help from Simonis. Assassin dropped the star. Bruton Company doing great defense on spring roll. Simonis not able to help out. I mean, Simonis helping out, but that High Rollers defense has just been stifling. Lots of no pass, no penalty up there. And there's spring roll with the call off. 4 points in the air. That officially brings the Breakneck Betties to triple digits. And somebody's calling a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Deb Counts Tabor and welcome to PDX. Back soon. we will be back in a little bit to find out what. .88 points between these two teams. Darth Molly pushing to the front of the pack. That is Ripley heading to the box. That is number 7. Lady Gotcha pulled the cap. And Lady Gotcha threw on the initial. Darth Molly has to reset. And there will now be a team timeout by the Breakneck Betties, who got 1 point on that jam. So 24 seconds left in this half. This timeout brought to you by Deb Counts Tabor. Welcome to PDX, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers. Little Spice Girls dance party. So during that time, Ripley was removed from the Laughing Planet penalty box, as that was Ripley's 7th penalty. All right, that is Danger Potato up to the front. We're going to get a little regulator. Trinity now, 1 to beat, up to Simonis, now 2 to beat. Smack Torrance, good play. Bertha beatdown, takes a shot. That is lead jammer to the high rollers. And Smack Torrance headed in the penalty box. And that is a star pass to Simonis. And it won't matter, as there is the call off. And that brings this game to a close. Your unofficial score, 101 for the Breakneck Betties, 192 for the High Rollers. I don't think anything's going to make any appreciable change there. So I'm going to go out on a limb and call this one the High Rollers' victory. Thank you all for watching. Hope you had a good time. I know not I did. My name is, hey, there we go. That is now your official final score. My name is Puns and Roses. We will see you back here soon for yet another stream, or if you're in the Portland area or visiting, feel free to go on to rosecityrollers.com and score some tickets. It's a great time. See you soon. Thank you very much. Bye.
Who got booted? You got booted? Plus, that eye makeup just blew my mind all of a sudden. I thought I was seeing things. MV Blocker. Root. Good call. I agree. She gonna cry? There's no crying in Derby. And MV Jammer.
Danger, potato.
Danger. Betties. Can we do Blocker first? It's suspenseful. MV Blocker, please.
Little regulator.
Regulator. And MV Jammer, please. Trinity. Absolutely fabulous. Thank you all. We loved having you. You can